Many of the homes that we work on in Fairfax County are a little smaller or a little too tight. And so one great way to make the home work better for you is to add on to your house. So in this case, we added a kitchen addition, which created a very nice design in the kitchen space and more open and more functional kitchen. And we also added this great room and family room addition. The current family room was very tight, so we created this nice large great room so the family could enjoy it and have this nice open space right off of the kitchen. So if you're in Fairfax County and your house is a little too small, this is a great way to add on to your home and make the house work better for you. I'm here with Courtney. We completed a kitchen project for her. What we did is we did a bump out addition and we created a nice kitchen space here with a nice big island. We wanted to create a more functional kitchen that could be used for entertaining and family events and things like that. And I'll let Courtney speak on some of the things that you didn't like about the original kitchen and what you like about the new kitchen.
Absolutely. So our original kitchen actually ended not too far from here, and there was counter space that came out right here. So as soon as you came into our house, you kind of got trapped. And then when I was working in the kitchen, the space was small and dark, and it really didn't allow for welcoming of family and friends the way that I had wanted. So one of the things I was very specific about in working with Rendon was to request that we had good flow, so that as we made the space bigger and brighter, we also had great flow to the space. So when you come in the front and you come into our kitchen, we have plenty of places and the flow just works really beautifully. I love this nice big island. I use it all the time, both obviously for our sort of breakfast bar space, but also put the food out this way and let folks come by and get it. It means I can host even bigger crowds. So that's been great for us as well. I think just that I loved working with Rendon and the designers because everything is so thoughtfully done. And so I was able to get a really, really customized space just to my needs and to my desires and the way that my family likes to work. But they provided creativity and insight and excellence in design and then in execution in order to make this space a reality. Some of my favorite things that I like about this space include the island. I love that I can work in my kitchen here while I talk to my guests. So we've definitely made the space really work for my style, which is I'm usually finishing up whatever I'm making or working on that Christmas dinner or whatever, and want to be able to just continue to socialize and be at ease with my guests. So they are able to make that happen. We have a microwave in the island that's easy and reachable. We have the windows overlooking the backyard, and we have the skylights that bring an immense amount of light. That's what I wanted. I didn't want the space to feel dark and cramped anymore. I wanted it to feel spacious and open. So you can actually see from the front door all the way to the backyard of the house because they gave us that flow that we asked for. Another thing I love about this space that I hadn't honestly considered in the beginning, and the designers put it in, and I thought, oh yes, this is the thing that I needed and that I never realized I needed, was a walk-in pantry. So I'm just so grateful that they were able to work that into the plans so that I can hide a lot of things in there, and also it's just a tremendous amount of storage space for our kitchen. So I was so grateful that they came up with that because it's really been transformational for the kitchen and our ability to store things. Another neat space that I enjoy is this sort of coffee nook here that we helped design because I wanted a kitchen that was open but also had a sense of its own space that divided it from the rest of the house. And so this coffee nook kind of plays that part. And it's also one of my difficulties in my old kitchen was everything had to be put away in awkward spaces. But right here, I have everything kind of where I need it with all the mugs and everything and my tea drawer, and I have everything just where I need it. And same with the beverage space over here where I can just grab glasses and then put them back right at the same spot. So the design has made my life so much easier, and hey, we all need something to be a little easier in our lives. So I've been really grateful for that.
And that was one thing working with Courtney. It was very fun going through the design process, and we'd go through a full design plan and we go through each cabinet detail, specifying where you're going to put certain things. I know the coffee mugs, we talked about that, and so we would go through each cabinet and locate and make sure there's storage for everything that you're trying to store in the kitchen. And so it was a fun process kind of going through that. Courtney was very involved and definitely did a great job making sure it was all stored and make sure you had a space for everything. So.
And one of the things I really appreciated was how customizable it was. I knew I was getting a really good quality in the cabinetry. It was very customizable to the extent that I said, oh, I really want this shelf that stores these things and these things together. They didn't really have it sort of off the shelf in the cabinetry, but they could make it, and so they did.
And we try to make it work as best we can. You know, there's certain features that sometimes there's some limitations, but for the most part, we try to accommodate most things. And we did use the Mauser cabinets. These are very nice cabinets, well-constructed cabinets that have a lot of features, and you know, there's a lot more things that we can describe in the kitchen here as well. So I'll let you keep talking about the rest of it.
Right.
So.
I love it. I got my sink that overlooks the backyard, so there's plenty of light and green space. And then I have the kitchen that works its way into the sunroom, the great room. So it's wonderfully easy to have our family meals right here. So it's a nice seamless flow. So I appreciate the design.
Yeah, one thing I really love is the openness to the great room. With all of the windows on the great room, it creates, you know, a lot of natural light coming into the space, but it feels very open and inviting, not only for your family, but I'm assuming guests and entertaining. You can kind of have overflow, and you know, it doesn't get too crammed.
It's changed the flow of the house in the exact way that we wanted.
Yes, that's great.
So in our previous family room, the space was very narrow and dark, was not very inviting for us or our guests. We were really looking to create space that was light and open, and Rendon helped us to imagine this space and imagine the height of the ceiling and how we could bring in the most light. We worked with them to design also a space that was going to be big enough to accommodate both the sort of eat-in kitchen area as well as our new TV room space. And I love that we have the double French doors that head out to the patio, because that brings in more light from the morning. And then we have our big windows that bring in light all day long. So we're just so grateful that this space turned out to really help our dreams come true of both hosting people as well as just having a light-filled family space.
Yeah, I think this room really changes the house, because most of the rooms in the house were kind of tight and narrow, and this space is more open. And we did this nice tall cathedral ceiling with the additional skylights. So and then, you know, nice large window unit on the back here. So we've got natural light coming in from all areas. It really makes this room feel open and bright. And then, yeah, the double French doors out to the patio area is a nice feature as well. But this room kind of really changes, I think, the whole house. And of course, it's open to the kitchen, which is nice. And you've got room for the table and seating there, and then the family room space. So yeah, this is one of my favorite rooms for sure.
Mine too.
I don't get to use it, but I love it.
So our house used to end right here, and this was our back patio, but we gained so much space when Rendon put on this sunroom, great room for us. I did ask for pocket doors because we do close off this space occasionally or try to mitigate some of the noise. So they were able to accommodate that and put in some beautiful pocket doors here. And then the space opens up into the family area and sort of an eat-in kitchen area. Those pocket doors were one of my requests, and I was so thankful they could accommodate it, as well as put in other French doors for us in this space.
So we created this nice addition here. It's got a nice gable A-frame style roof with nice big windows on the back here. We got the double French doors here, so it allows for easy access onto the patio. But it's a beautiful addition, brings in a lot of natural light. We've got the brick veneer water table on the bottom with the siding to match the existing home. And then it's well landscaped and very nice out here on the outside. If you love your neighborhood but hate your home, we can help you. If you need to add on to your house, we can work with you on that. If you want to add a new kitchen, create a new bathroom, we can help you remodel the space and make it work better for you. If you're interested in any remodeling projects, please contact us. You can go to our website at rendonremodeling.com, fill out the form, or contact us by phone, or follow us on social media and reach out there. We appreciate it and look forward to hearing from you.